Warning. This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to Viewer's Choice. Your selection is about to begin. But first, take a look at what else you can see this week.
Hey, dudes, inviting you to travel through time. First stop, a long layover at the video store.
Bogus.
Wait, you've got Viewer's Choice.
Excellent.
Hello, you rotten little bloodsuckers.
America's most populars now get extra value. $12.50 cash back.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. What? Say what it is.
Let's get out of here! Like now!
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day and thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons.
This is my ship, the Nebuchadnezzar. This is the core. We broadcast our pirate signal back into the Matrix.
Welcome to the Nebuchadnezzar with your host, Anesto Morado, the double-headed coin, and your co-host, Pablo Morado, the Thunderbolt. Together, we are the Paramid Podcast.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.
We have some breaking news we want to share related to all this. President Biden pardoning his family members minutes before President-elect Trump is sworn in. I want to go to our senior legal correspondent, Laura Jarrett. Laura, walk us through it.
Yeah, Lester, a rare and sweeping pardon here from the president in just his final moments while he still occupies that office, pardoning all of his living siblings and their spouses, including James Biden, Sarah Biden, Valerie Owens Biden, his sister, her husband, John T. Owens, and his brother, Francis Biden. Now, Lester, none of these people have been charged with crimes, but he says he's doing this because there is partisan politics here, obviously.
The department is understaffed and underfunded. We have been investigating claims that many of the department's trucks are not fit for service. And KCAL's Jeff Nguyen is live in downtown LA with what he's uncovered so far. Jeff?
We were talking 7 years ago. I was talking to people from Austria, people from Finland, people that live in forests. One of the gentlemen, one of the top great leaders of Austria, said we don't have forest fires, and we have trees that are actually far more flammable than they have in California. But they literally rake their forest. They take down, if a tree comes down, they take it down. They say you have 18 months. After that, it's like a matchstick.
Is a cancer vaccine. It's very interesting. Early diet. It turns out, I'll be quick, all of our cancers, cancer tumors, little fragments of those tumors float around in your blood. So you can do early cancer detection. If you can do using you can do early cancer detection with a blood test, and using AI to look at the blood test you can find the cancers that are actually seriously threatening the person. So we can, again, cancer diagnosis using AI has the promise of just being a simple blood test.
We're here to evolve the quality of our consciousness. Okay, the consciousness system is a real system, and it's evolving. It doesn't want to de-evolve. Maybe I should start there and kind of work up.
Okay. You know what's the hardest thing about podcasting? You got to do all the stuff yourself.
Damn right.
Go ahead, buddy. Do it.
Yep.
Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and spend the money. And go, how much does AdSense make money at the beginning? Not a lot.
Welcome to the most banned podcast on the internet with your hosts, Anesto and Pablo Morado. Broadcasting to you from the depths of the Nebuchadnezzar and fighting the unseen hand in search of truth. Join us as we go digging in the valley of the real for current events, conspiracies, and paranormal phenomenon. This is the Paramid Podcast. Don't forget to follow us at paranormal.experience on Instagram, at Paramid Podcast on X, formerly known as Twitter, and Paramid Podcast on YouTube. Every follow and like gets us one step closer to exposing the fools of the deep state. So let's light a fire of wisdom and take back our sovereignty.
To the Nebuchadnezzar with your hosts, Anesto and Pablo Morado. Welcome to the most banned podcast on the internet. Tonight, we are celebrating episode 117. Systems are go. We are all ready and geared up for an explosive podcast tonight. We're going to be talking about the LA fires, what's going on with Obama, what's going on with our ex-president Joe Biden. So much to go over. And the big toe. What is that? And what are we going to be unveiling about the reality of what we live in? So much more. It's been an amazing week. And we're not giving up, folks. Whatever happens with this technology, with our systems, we're going to keep fighting. Bring it on. Bring it on to everyone that wants to stop this, stop the message, stop the news. We have on this podcast more than just the mission of just bringing it out to the folks. This podcast, there's a drive. There's a father and son team. We spend hours together, and this is why we do it. For you, for us.
5 coins.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome, folks, to the Paramid Podcast. Last week, we had a little glitch in the system. So if you go to our YouTube page, the Paramid Podcast Live, you're going to see it's only like about 45 minutes. But we
had a catastrophic meltdown.
We had technical difficulties with the equipment, but now we're back.
And ready to rock.
And we're back and better because now we are launching our new label. For Paramid Vitamins. Paramid Supplements now has been redesigned. The website looks great.
Lo sabía que era otra pregunta. Tú nunca te quedas ahí, ¿no verdad? Siempre con el dinero.
I'm saying, how you think a nigga's supposed to get this shit? This shit money don't grow on trees, shit don't fall in the sky, nigga.
Come on, man.
I'm saying, how you think a nigga's supposed to get this shit? This shit money don't grow on trees, shit don't fall out the sky, nigga.
So in this podcast, we have been evolving in the way the podcast looks.
I'm gonna spend it on my boyfriend.
So we've been evolving the way the podcast looks, and if you look at the bottles of Paramid that we have throughout the studio, you can see the Brain Boost iterations on how it used to look like, and then it slowly changed to something else. But now it looks like we've reached a much new and much more cohesive version of our brand. I believe it represents us and looks more uniform. And you can tell right off, if you put this product on any shelf, you can tell it's ours.
Absolutely.
So check out the brand new Brain Boost. What do you think, folks? Hopefully you guys like it. And then we got our suite of new gummies. You got the Brain Boost, the Optimal, the collagen gummies, the Sleep Well gummies, the joint support, the turmeric. And guess the best part is for those that are listening. So as you can see, these gummies are, a little bit costly. They're $29 a bottle, and we understand it's a little bit high for something that you need to have in your system. You need to take supplements. You need to take almost every day. These are one a day. There's a 30-day supply, and for $29, it is pretty pricey. So we've done things, but the reason it's so pricey is because we source them here in America. We go through the painstaking effort to make sure that everything is done with proper, systems or proper manufacturers to the standards that we want. So, in order to have a high quality product, we have to pay high quality price. Unfortunately, that's how it is. But because we love our fans here, if you go to Paramid.store, if you get one bottle of anything, one bottle of our gummies, right, and you could get 2 more bottles of gummies for less than another bottle. So you can get 3 gummies for less than $60. How's that? So this way you're not spending $60 for 2 gummies. You're spending less than $60 for 3. So there's that. But also, we're unveiling our new energy powders. So we got new energy powders. These are great for those that are, need focus, for those that are, looking to get some extra kick throughout your day. For those that like to drink energy drinks, these are much better because they come with a lot of great nutrients and vitamins inside them as well. But also, it's not as much caffeine. Now, of course, there is caffeine in it, but there's not as much. A lot of these companies, they cram 200 milligrams of caffeine, and now over time, if you drink a lot of this caffeine, it's not good for you. So there has caffeine, but it's more moderate amount of caffeine, so that you can enjoy it without getting those heart palpitations that other pre-workouts and things like that. This is a great pre-workout as well, but it's not necessarily just for pre-workout. For those that like to play video games and need a lot of focus, you can go ahead and use this as well. For those that are streaming, because we also stream on Twitch, and there's a lot of stuff that I learned about Twitch that we need to really take advantage, because we do have a good following on Twitch, and a lot of people watch us on Twitch. And I've been hearing that all we need to cross the threshold of 1,000 followers for us to get monetized on Twitch. And they say it's about $5 a follower. So Twitch actually pays you for the followers that you amass. So go follow us on Twitch. That's Paramid Podcast on Twitch. Check us out. There's a lot of people that are on Twitch that game, that stream just like we do. So you can take full advantage of this. What do you think of all the designs?
I love it. It's I think it represents what we're all about. Represents the supplements very well. It's eye catching, and I like that that little tab that you put in the middle that gives you a
little idea,
of what the product is supposed to do.
Right. Yeah. So there's that. And then if you get yourself a Paramid energy powder, you get yourself a free bottle of Paramid, a free Paramid water bottle so that you can use that to use your powder right out of the box. Now, it's only for the first ever purchase, but you still get one on us. So there's that. And then we're also collaborating with Champion to come out with our Paramid hoodie. So we got our Champion Paramid hoodie that also is about, actually, this is a great hoodie for those that are, like to work out in the cold, like to run in the cold, or work out in general, be active. It's very warm, extremely heavy, but it's good. I like the heaviness of the sweatshirt. Sometimes even in the cold, that's all you need. You don't even need a coat. And it's very comfortable, stylish. So go ahead and grab yourself a Paramid Cold Trainer hoodie, our collaboration with Champion. So this is our new Paramid .store, and more to come. A lot more to come.
If you go to the Trello, since we're talking about our new product, let's celebrate with that little clip that we have on the Paramid.
Okay. We're Paramid clip. Yep. I got you here. All right. Let's see here. Here we go. Hey. Oh. The gummies have arrived.
Yes, they have a full line of gummies.
Yeah,
there's no better way to take a supplement than with a gummy.
Right.
It's good, it's good tasting, it's fun to eat, and at the same time, you're giving yourself the proper nutrients and taking care of your body. The temple has to be nice and healthy to continue living this most amazing life that we have here on planet Earth.
That's correct. And, I was thinking about, the mission of Paramid and, thinking about, because one thing I've learned, because for those that are listening, I'm in sales and I have a wonderful, very out of this world mentor that's been, getting me and stripping a lot of my old habits, my old bad habits, things that I've, kind of didn't even notice that I was, bringing along with me. A lot of things. He's helped me understand a lot of things, and his whole mission is he was from a place where it's really difficult, and he figured out a way to come from literally the bottom in a refugee camp all the way to having multi-millions of dollars. And his mission is to find a way to create a path to make more people like him. And he has done so. He has successfully done so. I've seen it firsthand. Now, I'm not there yet, but one of the things that I've learned is that it's not so much about, you can't make a business about, having, making money. If that's your ultimate end goal, your business is going to fail. You're going to need to have something you need to have more of a vision. For example, this guy, Patrick Bet David, right? Patrick Bet David, he has enough money. What the hell does he need more for? But he has a mission and a vision that is beyond the monetary income, right? He does things at this point, it's not so much for the monetary gain. It's for the vision of what he wants to leave his mark here on the planet. And same thing with my mentor, and same thing with Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. What he has enough money. What is the purpose of him going to Mars? He just has this drive of going to Mars and providing new and interesting technology and things like that. That just goes beyond monetary gain, right? At that point, he's not even doing it for the money. He's doing it for the passion of doing it, right? So between both of us, we both in our lives have been very active in the gym. We both love physical fitness. It's the matter of finding a way to incorporate it in our lives and I was really thinking about, if we could make a way, if we could find our path to getting healthy and to, being able to do the things that we truly enjoy, because I know that you used to love to run. One of the things that you love to do was running. And I remember not too long ago, I was, maybe it was like a year or so ago, I was running on a treadmill and I was thinking to myself what of a blessing it is to actually be able to run, and now I can't run at all. I can't run because I'm extremely overweight and I want to attack this problem. I don't want for this to be consistent. And I think this is something that a lot of people deal with. And if we could find a path through these supplements, through like some kind of regimen, some kind of way to break through. And I think one thing that we both enjoy, sauna, and doing these kinds of things, if we find a way to make it happen and make it work, to do it on a more consistent basis and find a pathway to get it done.
Well, in my opinion, everything the warlock has always told me, the journey of a million miles
starts with the first step.
And I think that the first step is, we have to replenish our bodies of nutrients and vitamins and make sure that the temple is nice and strong. So the first step is giving yourself nutrition.
Right.
So
that's exactly
that's a
right.
vital first step. Take care of your body. Nowadays we don't know all the things that we ingest. A lot of our foods today lack the proper nutrients.
Right.
So this is what Paramid is here for. And if you're gonna embark on a journey, you want to go on a marathon, you want to bodybuild, or you just want to get healthy, you want to speed walk, bicycle, cycling, whatever the case may be, at its core, it's all has to deal with what you put in your mouth.
Right.
And your nutrients, because without a solid foundation, it's not going to work. So if you're looking for a reason to take that first step, go to Paramid.store
and take back your health, just like we are attempting to do here. This is the mission of the company, is to take back our health to help you take back your health.
And go into Paramid.store. I know that my brother-in-law, he went in there, I believe. He's going to do a couple purchases. He loved the site. Go in there, look around, see what we got to offer. And remember, every purchase that you make at the Paramid store helps the cast. The more sales we get in supplements, the better the cast will be. And I tell everybody, this cast is not only for us. This is your cast. We are in already. What is it? What episode is this? 117?
117, yep.
So all these episodes, since the very inception, we have said, this is not my cast. This is not Pablo's cast. This is all of our cast. So if you guys have ideas for the cast, you guys want to participate, you guys want to join, all you got to do is reach out to all social media platforms and let us know what you want to talk about. On YouTube, we're the Paramid Podcast Live. On Instagram, we're paranormal.experience. I also got my handle, Anesto Morado. So there's many ways you could contact us. But with that said, without further ado, let's get cracking with the latest headlines.
Yeah, so I don't know if you saw this, but I'm going to play this clip here. I'm not sure. So let's go into the LA fires. So I used to live in LA, and it was always, it felt like a paradise. It always was shown as a paradise, but now it's like a nightmare. It's like a place where it's like, you got earthquakes, you got these horrible fires. It doesn't even seem like a place you want to live anymore with the government and all this other stuff. And I'm really like lost as to how can this state just throw what it has, this beautiful scenery and weather and all that stuff, just away for what? What is the end goal? Like, what are they attempting to do here? But here's this clip.
Be transparent. Let's move this forward quickly. DWP and the city and the oversight as it relates to the Met, and we want to make sure that all that information is made real time and in public. I'm not interested in the finger point. I want to know what the hell happened, and would it have mattered? I mean, let's be honest about it here. I've talked to all my experts, all the firefighters I've been with. They said we could add an engine on every house and 90-mile-an-hour winds with all the pressure in the world. So you got to be realistic about that as well. But still, it doesn't make it right. And I want to know what went wrong so it doesn't happen again.
But when you saw those images, I mean, that outraged so many folks.
I didn't see the images. I was there.
Right.
I was right on the line. I was here within a couple hours of the incident. So we saw it firsthand. We were getting the feedback in real time. Yeah, I mean, look, these systems obviously were not designed for a catastrophic event of this scale and magnitude. So the question is, they need to be designed in this new world reality where we're in the middle of January, it's 70 degrees out. You get hurricane force winds up to 100 miles an hour, extended over a period of time. That's reality. So you got to prepare for that new reality. There's a deviation of normalcy now as it relates to what's happened with this climate, and we've got to own up to that.
I was the pool reporter with you back in 2018 after the Woolsey fire when you came and visited with President Trump and then Governor Brown. I know.
So what do you think of what he's saying so far?
I mean, he's giving you the verbiage that everybody, that puts everybody at ease, I guess. But to me, it's bullshit. They were caught with their pants down. The pumps were dry. They were not prepared at all. And in my opinion, it's just coincidentally, they have the 2028 Olympics that is going to California. So they needed somewhere
to build it,
to build the Olympic Village. And it just happens to be that what burned is like prime real estate, even right there to the Pacific Ocean, which is like prime real estate to make an amazing Olympic Village right there by the sea. And then what happens? They start rebuilding now. The Olympic happens, and then what are you going to see? The headlines? An amazing job by the governor, Gavin Newsom. Look how he has bounced back. And you're going to see this amazing Olympic Village. But what you don't see is how the people that lost their homes, got paid pennies on the dollar. And what they treasured, which is their home, their belongings is gone. They're not going to get compensated for it. And it's a tragedy. But this, in my opinion, this is all by design.
Okay, but
they want these 15-minute cities. They want, the Olympics is coming. So, in my opinion, even residents of that area of Palisades have said including Mel Gibson, he finds the suspect these fires were created.
Well,
So
like,
who
look at the
knows?
way he's responding to some of these questions. Look at this.
And we're doing that. We're already working now on executive orders and working with the legislative leadership. I was just talking about legislative leaders on how we move to streamline that entire process. By the way, that includes some of the Coastal Commission work, particularly out here on the coast, where it's obvious that's going to be a huge issue too.
I mean, so what specifically does that look like?
We're working through old strategies that we did up in Paradise. These are more contemporary strategies of focusing on one-stop shopping, making sure that we have an expedited approval process to make sure that we're dealing with a myriad of issues. I was just talking to Josh Green, the governor down in Hawaii, who had some ideas around some land use concerns he has around speculators coming in, buying up properties, and the like. So we're already working with our legal teams to...
His body language proves to you that this guy's talking
He looks like he's giddy, like he's excited for the future. But it's like,
to me, it looks like he's nervous. He's nervous. He's lying. So, and he's not really answering anything. He's just giving you the
bullet points of
the political bullet points that, that double talk, when they ask you, did you do it?
Right.
And then you go all around the block, but you don't get to where you're supposed to go. So.
Right. So do you think it was done on purpose?
My conspiracy side of my brain says is suspect how these fires began. I know they get the Santa Ana winds every year, but it's just the way they manifested that I'm suspect with that. People were caught, these undocumented people were caught with blowtorches, like going around lighting fires themselves. There's a big homeless problem, and there are anomalies that you cannot explain. Does my conspiratorial mind believe that they might have set the fires? Yes. Do I think that our government and local officials would allow that? Yes. And it's a sad note, but as of lately, you cannot trust anything that you hear anymore on the news. And then it just happens to be that the Olympics is coming to town, and it's suspect that weeks before, insurance companies said, we're not, we're pulling out. And a lot of people have been left there just without insurance.
Now, one thing that is eerily familiar reminds me of Obama, of one of his movies that he produced. Check this out. I'm wondering if it's coincidence or what, but check this out. Look at this.
This is when a lot of people had nowhere to go. They abandoned. This was also another scene earlier. This is when a lot of people had nowhere to go. They abandoned their cars because the flames were fast approaching. As a result, LA City Fire, they had to come in because the road was completely blocked. They bulldozed all the cars off to the side to make that emergency route to clear it out. Eric Scott of LAFD and LAPD Chief Jim McDonald, they were asked about this situation. Here's what they had to say.
Just reminds me of the scene of all the Teslas piled up.
Right.
It's crazy.
Wow, and they just bulldozed.
Yeah.
So they're not going to pay you.
No.
They're not paying anything. They just plowed right through. It's a very difficult situation. So,
how ironic. Like, you're in a situation where the fire is coming at you, and you want to get out fast, and you're in a vehicle, but because of the amount of people in traffic, you have to abandon your car to flee.
Yeah, you gotta abandon the car because a lot of people don't know it's not the fires that kill you, it's the smoke.
Right.
And even though you're outside, the smoke is lethal.
Right.
So again, it's sad and suspect. I'm with Mel Gibson, and Mel Gibson says, it's just
Do have more.
coincidence that the Olympics is coming to town. Got the Santa Ana winds. Fire breaks out. There's no water in the hydrants.
And there's apparently like a bunch of like fire trucks that were out of commission.
Right. And then you're like ill prepared.
Right. So we have this clip here.
On the breaking news that we brought you at the top of our newscast, the LA City Fire Chief and Mayor Bass not appearing at a news conference together this hour. After the chief went on the air saying the department is understaffed and underfunded, we have been investigating claims that many of the department's trucks are not fit for service. And KCAL's Jeff Nguyen is live in downtown LA with what he's uncovered so far. Jeff?
So, Pat, in terms of the status of Chief Kristen Crowley, for now, the mayor's office tells us that Chief Kristen Crowley is still with the LA Fire Department, but they are not elaborating as to whether she is still the chief or what function or what capacity she is in. As you mentioned earlier, the chief did talk to the media and
Look at
talked
all those
about the
trucks
need
that
for
they're
more
like,
staffing and more resources at the department, and at least
They could have
one
used
council
that.
member does agree with her, and here's
But they're probably not working.
Yeah, it's like to not have
Take a look
is that you?
Sorry, that's me. Hold on.
To not have working fire trucks and to not have adequate fire equipment and to not have adequate funding, that to me is the most ridiculous thing ever, because it's like, how could you not, because you know that fires is a problem.
Well, listen to this.
Anything else, but it just seemed a little convenient that there was no water, and and that the wind conditions were right, and that there are people ready and willing and able to start fires. And are they commissioned to do so, or are they just acting on their own volition? I don't know. But they seem pretty well equipped, some of these people that they're catching. I know they were messing with the water, letting reserves go for one reason or another. They've been doing that a while. California has a lot of problems that sort of baffle the mind as far as why they do things. And then in the events like this, you sort of look, oh, is it on purpose? Which, it's an insane thing to think. But one begins to ponder whether or not there is a purpose in mind. What could it be, you know? I don't know. You want the state empty?
Why would you want the state empty?
Again, this is like, I keep telling people, these 15-minute cities, they are coming. This is real.
So speaking of that, in 15-minute cities, I don't know if you've seen these things, but have you been looking up in the skies lately?
I'm always looking up towards the skies.
Have you seen the drones?
Here in where we're at in New England, I have not. I saw an anomaly.
I've seen. Now, I can't confirm or deny if there were drones or not, but I am seeing a lot of these weird vehicles in the sky. Very weird. Things that look like a helicopter. Like from far, you think it's a helicopter, but as it approaches, it sounds like nothing like a helicopter. Things that are like the size, like a SUV, like a helicopter, you know?
That I have seen, but I cannot discern if they're helicopters or they're drones. And then, like I said before, I did see, but to me, this was a UAP, UFO. because this was extremely. It was a huge aircraft, so this was beyond the drone. But I've been seeing what I think are drones. I mean, what I think are helicopters, because I always look at the lighting.
Mm-hmm. Even the lighting is weird and
The
off.
blinking, the way they blink, the colors.
Yup.
So I confuse them with helicopters. I don't know. Whatever
Very strange. Very strange.
whatever is going on with this whole drone phenomena, if this is going to be, I mean, we're going to have to get used to the drones. Eventually, it's going to be a delivery system.
Well, you're gonna have to hear what Larry. You know who Larry Ellison is?
No.
Larry Ellison is the CEO of Oracle. Do you know what Oracle is?
Yeah, Oracle is that computer. It's a computer,
software company.
Software company.
Yeah, and
they've
they're-
been around for a while.
Oh yeah, and they have been investing heavily in AI, and he has this very interesting approach and very
And it's funny
interesting.
because you bring up Oracle, but it's another conspiracy. This guy Oracle's been around for a while, but now Oracle is now in the spotlight because TikTok went down. It was down for a day.
Yep.
And then when it came back up, and I experienced it, I was like, TikTok is different now. It's like the algorithms were different. Like I'm getting all it looked different. So from what I've heard, now it's Oracle that's housing the data
on TikTok
for TikTok.
Interesting.
And I think Oracle and Meta are affiliated. So it's we're living in a world, like I've been telling everybody, I don't know what the truth is anymore. Sometimes I speak what I think is the truth, and then you hear something else come out refuting what I've said is not the truth. And
yeah, it says it right here.
it's just strange.
White House in talks to have Oracle and U.S. investors take over TikTok. So yeah, it looks like Oracle is in the works here to take over TikTok, which is huge because that's a lot of our followers are from TikTok. So that's huge. I mean, if it's gonna make it a fair playing field, if it's gonna be free, in terms of like not being so censored, I'm all for it. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people are afraid that China still has their arms on it.
Well, the big conspiracy is that Mark Zuckerberg is knee deep in this shit.
He wants that bad, I'm sure.
And
that's his competitor. That's where he gets Instagram Reels from, because TikTok came in the market, and he's like, okay.
Well, what I've heard is right before the inauguration, a lot of powerful people that with money, have made huge investments in Meta.
Really? I wonder why that is. What are they coming up with?
Well, people are saying the reason that they are investing in Meta because Mark Zuckerberg is going to be that 50% ownership of TikTok, if not the whole thing. Because, the Chinese don't want to relinquish and sell the company. But Trump gave I think it's 75 days, and he's willing to work with the Chinese if they relinquish 50% to the Americans. So I think Mark Zuckerberg is knee deep in this, and the investors know it's insider trading. So sooner or later, when it becomes evident that Mark Zuckerberg has a stock in this, it's gonna go off the charts, and people who invested in it now are gonna cake. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be crazy. If I don't know what's gonna happen with this TikTok thing, or if Meta gets it, I mean that's their competitor. That's like a monopoly right there. And a lot of people don't even want Elon Musk to get it because they don't want one or the other to have all the control. They'd rather have it be a third party, software company or third party that's another billionaire.
Well,
out
right
there.
now you have what? Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, right? They have the two top social media platforms.
And then and Google. Well, Larry Page, I guess his name is.
Does Bill Gates have any social media?
No, I don't think so. I think it's because Google owns YouTube, right? So then, who's the CEO of Google? I think it's Larry Page. Of Google. No, Sundar Pichai. Huh.
Sundar Pichai. First time I hear that name.
Sundar is the CEO of Google. Sundar Pichai.
Interesting.
Who is Larry Page?
It said it up top.
Oh, he co-founded Google with Sergey Brin. Oh, okay. So he was the former CEO.
Former CEO.
He's now the He's just the founder, though. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, you don't want for just 3 companies to take over the whole market. You want it to be more than that, so that there's options, because there's just 3.
I'm kind of surprised that Jeff Bezos didn't try to dip his toes.
Yeah, he could have. Maybe he should have, but I guess he's got other. You heard about the story with Jeff Bezos and his and Mark Zuckerberg?
What, that they want to fight in the ring in the MMA thing?
No. So Jeff Bezos is going around with his wife, and Mark Zuckerberg is taking a peep at her what do you call it? At her camis? What do you call it? At her cans. Did you see this?
No, I haven't seen. But wasn't there talks of? Oh, it was Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg that wanted to go in the octagon.
Yeah. So let's see. What's the guy's? Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos' wife. So Mark Zuckerberg was taking a peep, and I don't know how he explains this to his to his wife because it's all over the news. But check this out. If you haven't seen this, is gold. So that's Jeff Bezos' wife. You see Jeff Bezos right here.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff Bezos' wife decided to only wear a bra and a blazer. So as you can clearly see here, all right? And then let's see. Let's look at Mark Zuckerberg. Wait for it. Oh. You saw that, right? You see how they put it at the very end, but here it is. One more time. Hold on.
I don't find that so controversial. I mean,
no, but they've been blowing this up. I mean, look at
wear something like that, hey, we're men. You know, we're gonna look.
I mean, what did you expect? But a lot of people are making look at this. So a lot of people are like, now it's gone viral, and
The things that go viral, it just baffles the mind.
It does baffle the mind, but yeah, that little sneaking a peek definitely caught fire, and now it's like all over the news. So I imagine, you do like a little innocent. Oh, now you have to explain to your wife. No, look, it was just I saw something on the floor. I mean, what do you?
You just gotta be honest. Beb, she's like wearing just a bra. I took a look. Looking is not a crime.
Look at the way they're reporting it. Caught red-handed. Meta's founder, sneaky glance. Mark looks.
Yeah, like
the internet react.
Like nobody else was looking.
That's Donald Trump, and that's the other big news. Donald Trump is now in office. He is officially the president. He was inaugurated into office.
Oh, that's right, because last week due to the technical difficulties, we weren't able to unpack.
Yeah.
The fact that now we got the bulldog in the office.
That's right.
And this dude is not playing.
No, he's not. He's getting right to it.
This dude is not. I mean, let me see something. Let's see something, because
February 15th in the Substack
this guy
of Jessica
on
Reed
TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
man, this guy, I couldn't have said it the best. Continue with all the stuff that you.
So yeah, I mean, now that Donald Trump is in office, the Biden party is panicking, and this guy Biden pardoned his entire family. What's
Breaking
this
news
all
we
about?
want to share related to all this. President Biden pardoning his family members minutes before President-elect
Minutes before Donald Trump goes. But hold on, wait a minute. Let's take a step back here. Didn't Biden say from the months or a year ago or something like that he would never pardon his family?
Oh yeah, that's already been burnt. Like everybody, go to the Trello.
Okay.
And right below the Paramid clip, I put a link there.
Okay, hold on.
This guy nailed it.
Okay, hold on.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, so let's see. Here we go. Oh, the account is private.
How is that possible? I just saw it.
Are you friends with him?
No. Let me see. I just saw it.
It says the account is private.
I'm looking at it right here. Well, I'll play it.
Okay, go share your screen. Can you share your screen?
Give me a sec.
On the bottom, you see where.
If you ask a Democrat what the fuck they President Joe Biden and they Vice President Kamala Harris did, they gonna say, you need to do your research. You need to do your research. Google. Remember Ricky Smiley say, oh, I know you could just Google what she done. Why you couldn't tell us, Ricky? Because I swear to God, in the last 4 days, these people in North Carolina shouldn't just be getting in no motherfucking house. And it was hot as fuck when they became homeless. They shouldn't be getting in no motherfucking house. Donald Trump had come fly down there on this bird and said, what the fuck y'all doing over here? Look, check this out. Bring me all them trailers, all them apartments and shit that's open. Man, fill them bitches up. We're going to get these people here straight. We're about to get the people started on working right fucking now. It took a grown man to come in office. You've been worrying about abortion this whole motherfucking time, huh? That's all you had on your motherfucking mind was getting abortions accomplished. That's it. You didn't give a fuck. And illegals, making sure you took care of the illegals. It'd be so criminal to not take care of these people that didn't put shit in the pot. You Democrats has showed your natural ass. I'm so glad I can report all this good ass news over and over and over. Because if I could tell you what my president done, 200 and some things in 4 days. This ain't no joke. Stop fucking playing.
And he's right. Yo,
end up pardoning his son.
200 executive actions in his first day.
Wow.
So I don't know. Am I on the wrong side of history? I don't know. Is Donald Trump the Antichrist? I don't know. But I know for damn sure, fucking sure, that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were not doing nothing for this country.
No, they weren't.
They were.
No.
I mean, Joe Biden, in the 4 years, you can count the amount of times he did press conferences.
Yes. I mean, how many vacation days did he take?
This guy was the... right now, Jimmy Carter, he's now doing the Macarena in his coffin because he is happy. Like, thank you, Joe. Now I'm not the worst one. You are.
So Joe Biden has taken 532 days off as president, almost 40% of his tenure.
It's ridiculous.
So what? He was not there 40% of the time? How could you be the president and not be there 40% of the time?
And then the balls.
40%.
The balls of one of my friends to tell me, the balls. I love this guy. But the balls of this guy to tell me that I should strive to do as much work and be as organized as Joe Biden.
Oh my God.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Organized? Did you see his fucking garage where they found the classified files?
Those documents, yeah.
That's organized? This scumbag of a president? What did he do? Name one good thing that he did. Name it.
I don't think he did anything, to be honest.
And I should strive.
The way he pulled out of Afghanistan, the way he did certain things.
I should strive to be like this scumbag, a guy who used to take showers with his daughter, a guy who made his daughter feel uncomfortable, the guy who married his fucking nanny and then destroyed her ex-husband because he took her away from him. The guy who has been taking Chinese money, drug money, because you know that he was fucking Hunter Biden's pimp.
Right. And that's why he's pardoning his entire family.
I mean, Hunter Biden's mansion burned down and the DEA has already surrounded the compound because it looks like this guy had a warehouse of fucking cocaine.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dude, The guy is a born bona fide bigot. Look at his record in the 1960s and what he stood for as far as segregation. The guy walks up to women and smells their hair.
Yeah.
I should strive to be that fucking scumbag.
Right. I mean, that's a ridiculous statement. Whoever said that.
I told them, dude, you know who I strive to be? I strive to be like my dad. A hard working, honest man with integrity. Law-abiding citizen that is still working today, has never said anything bad about anybody. That dude is a saint. That's who I strive to be. You're gonna tell me for me to strive to be a fucking scumbag? Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, Ellie, but
let me ask
I don't
you-
know. You like this Joe Biden guy?
Check this out.
This Joe Biden guy's a scumbag.
Will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
Is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
Well, is there?
I just said no. I just answered. Go ahead.
Would the president pardon or commute his son if he's convicted?
So I've answered this question before. It was asked of me not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I was very clear, and I said no.
And I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
First briefing since Hunter was indicted again in Los Angeles. Why doesn't President Biden just pardon him?
Pause it.
President, I've been very clear. The president.
This is evident that this is the guy I'm supposed to emulate.
Right.
The most organized man.
Please.
I'm supposed to emulate that scumbag.
No.
You want to hear how much? I know Donald Trump ain't no saint. Donald Trump is a scumbag himself.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like I'll say it and I'll say it again. I chose the lesser evil. Right?
Yeah.
Plus,
well,
even though he is not a saint, he looks like he wants to do something for this country. At least what his words are is make America great again.
Right.
Everything that comes out of this guy's mouth is for the American citizen. Not for fucking Estonia, not for fucking Ukraine,
right.
Not for Germany, not for Mexico. Whatever comes out of his mouth is for the United States.
Right.
And then he says, "Oh, I'm brainwashed." Sometimes I balk at that. But you know what? I am. And so are you. Because that's what a presidential campaign is all about.
Brainwashing. Yeah.
Oh, you've been drinking the juice. Well, then you've been drinking the Biden juice. I've been drinking the Trump juice. But we're both fucking brainwashed.
Right.
These fucking people, they don't think.
I still don't.
You want to know how much of a scumbag this guy Biden is? Look at the people that he pardoned.
Oh, yeah.
He pardoned the man that killed a mother and child.
Oh, my God.
Do you know what a broker is? You know what a broker
No.
is?
I mean, I know what a broker is.
In the world of politics, and you got a ton of fucking money, you can go to a broker and say, look, this guy's leaving office. I got a boatload of cash. You think you could broker a deal so that he could pardon my dad or he could pardon my boy? They give the broker a ton of cash. He takes his percent, goes to Joe Biden, and says, look, you let this guy go, that boatload of cash is yours. You think Joe Biden about a year ago, think of this, people, think of this. Do you honestly believe that a year ago, Joe Biden was thinking about that drug dealer who killed a mother and her son? Do you actually think he was like, oh, man, I can't sleep over this guy. I got to pardon this guy. He didn't even know who he was.
Right.
Until somebody approached him, some lobbyist said, hey, dude, do you know who this guy is? Mr. President, do you know who this guy is? Guy? You want money? Oh, there he wakes up. Oh, yeah, I'm Joe Biden and I'm your president. Yes, Mr. President. This guy is willing to give you a boatload of cash if you pardon him. Now he's concerned.
Right.
Now he's concerned. As a matter of fact, do me a favor. Pull up Joe Biden's last pardons. I'm supposed to fucking emulate a fucking scumbag. Oh, I should be so lucky to be as organized as him.
All right.
Right, Caddy, we have breaking news right now. Joe Biden has just, according to Jonathan Mir, has just issued a series of pardons of significant.
Just now, a statement from the President of the United States, Joe Biden, talking about the defensive need to defend public servants, and he's offering pardons. He is pardoning now. I'll just read from it. I'm exercising my authority under the Constitution to pardon General Mark A. Milley, Dr. Anthony S. Fauci, the members of Congress and staff who served on the January 6th Select Committee, and U.S. Capitol and D.C. Metropolitan.
Now, don't you need to be guilty of something to be pardoned?
It's called a pre-pardon.
So what? It's like a get out of jail free card before.
Yeah.
Before you even get on trial, you're not guilty.
Yeah.
How is that
You're
even
not
possible?
even charged. That thing is even, in my opinion, unconstitutional.
Right, because isn't due process, the legislative branch, isn't that like supersede the executive branch in certain areas? Because
what's
that's
your
the
question
checks
again?
and balances. Doesn't the legislative branch of our government supersede the executive branch in certain areas, like when it comes to legalities and things like that? Because if that's the case, then you can be doing illegal stuff and pardon yourself, and then you could just be a criminal. Like, what stops a drug dealer from saying, hey, look, I'm going to pardon myself? If, let's say you're the president of America, you could be a drug dealer, you could do anything you wanted if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, it draws that line, that fine line.
But doesn't also mean that they're guilty.
No, in a court of law,
that they're guilty of something. Why would you need a pardon if you
get pre-pardon? That means that is pointless to even try to prosecute this guy.
Prosecute him for what? If you're supposedly innocent.
Well, he gets ahead of the curve. He probably hears, this guy's going to be, they're going to go after him for his taxes or whatever the case is. He pre-pardons them, then what are you going to do? If you're a prosecutor, you're going to be like, I'm going to go out, spend a bunch of taxpayers' money trying to prosecute this guy, but he already has a pre-pardon. So once I charge him with something, it's not going to go anywhere because he's already pardoned.
This is insanity. And these
So let
people...
me see over here. Bridgeport, a man involved in a high-profile murder case in Bridgeport from the 1990 was among the hundreds of convicts granted clemency by former President Joe Biden. Adrian Peeler is set to be released from federal prison. You remember Peeler, the Peeler brothers, if you watched the news 25 years ago. In 1999, prosecutor said Russell Peeler was a drug dealer who shot and killed a rival and 8-year-old Leroy B.J. Brown saw it happen.
Wow.
So it was his mother's boyfriend who was shot. Prosecutors believe Russell got his brother Adrian to break into the Bridgeport home, kill B.J. Brown, and his mother, Karen Clark. Adrian Peeler was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder and sentenced to 25 years in state prison. He served that, but was supposed to remain in prison until 2033 on federal drug charges. The now former president has commuted that sentence along with hundreds of other convicts of federal drug charges. So this is a guy with integrity. You're letting criminals who killed a mother and her son, her 8-year-old son.
Wow.
I'm supposed to strive to be like that scumbag?
Well, I mean, this video, I mean, just seeing this alone, what integrity do you have when you're constantly lying to the public? I mean,
It's not going to pardon his son.
You've also said several times that the president would not pardon or commute sentences for his son, Hunter. I just want to make sure that that is not going to change over the next 6 months. The president's saying he would not.
It's still a no. It's still a no.
It will always be a no.
It's still a no. It will be a no. It is a no. And I don't have anything else to add.
She should be
Will he pardon
ashamed.
his son?
If I were her,
Hunter is also.
I would be ashamed. I would be. Once I saw him pardon his son, but she must have known. Come on, she must have known.
I mean, all those no's, and he goes ahead and.
But you know what?
Everybody
I don't blame him.
Everybody was onto it. Like it was like, wait a minute, wait. So you mean to tell me he's not going to pardon his son? No. Okay. Another reporter. So he's not going to pardon his son.
It would have been me. Am I gonna pardon Pablo?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Absolutely. But why? Because he's my son.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Hurricane Sandy happened?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was managing 3 7-Elevens. 2 of them had gas stations, right? So my boss says, you see pump 10? That's ours. Rope it off so my workers and you can pump gas and get to work. Because remember, there was a time nobody had gas.
That's right. That's right.
So here comes my dad, right? He calls me up and says, you know, Anesto, I can't get gas. You think I can go there? I go, Dad, come right down, right? The line wrapped around the block, people waiting to get into the gas station. So my father comes in, and I took the rope off the pump. I said, fill your tank up, right? Immediately, this guy comes out. Hey, wait a minute. He jumped the line. I'm like, no. This pump was roped off. Oh. Why does he get? I go, because he's my dad. I'm the manager of the store. He's my dad. So he gets privileges that you don't.
And you're going to have to deal with it.
And you're going to have to chew on that. Suck that pipe. My dad is going to pump gas, and he is not going to have to wait online. So if I would have been president, oh, your son, he's a drug addict, God forbid. Oh, your son is a drug addict, and he's been accused of certain crimes. Are you going to pardon him? Yes. Oh, what?
Well,
Yeah.
at least you would have integrity.
I'm going to fucking pardon him. Wouldn't you pardon him? Yes. I am. And stop me. As a matter of fact, try to stop me. But no, he lies.
Yes.
I would have respected him more if he would have said, yeah, I'm going to pardon him. But no, not only does he lie, he makes his staff lie. Now they're all with egg on their face.
Yeah. And he doesn't just pardon his son, he pardons his whole entire family.
Yeah, because that's his family is a crime syndicate.
Is sworn in. I want to go to our senior legal correspondent, Laura Jarrett. Laura, walk us through it.
Yeah, Lester, a rare and sweeping pardon here from the president in just his final moments while he still occupies that office, pardoning all of his.
I'm supposed to emulate this guy. This shit is stuck in my craw. I'm supposed to emulate this
But he
guy.
can't he doesn't really believe that, does he?
No, and check this. Check this out. Again, I just call it like it is. Oh, I don't know how can you vote for a failed businessman. Well, let me take tally. I believe Donald Trump owns a social media platform called Truth Social. That's worth. Google how much Truth Social is worth.
Let's see.
He has hotels. He has buildings. He's worth over $1 billion. You know what? I want to be a failed businessman.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you put it that way, let's see, $10 billion.
Truth Social.
It says here, Trump Media and Technology Group, TMTG, valuation has shot past $10 billion, putting it above Elon Musk's X.
He's a failed businessman.
Yeah. That's insanity.
So ridiculous. But to end this, he pardons his whole family. To me, that's an admission of guilt.
Right. I mean,
why are you pardoning everybody in your family? I would have said, but God forbid the media does their job. God forbid there's some real fucking journalists out there. Because my question to Joe will be, Joe, are your family, do you know something that we don't about your family? Well, why do you ask that?
Right.
You just pre-pardon them.
Like
what do you know that
yeah, what's coming down the pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scumbag.
And with that, I think it's time to.
I'm supposed to emulate this guy. I'm supposed to strive to be like that pig. That guy who takes showers with his daughter.
Yeah, who was our president.
Made her uncomfortable. Oh, that's just rhetoric. Read her fucking diary, dude. Read her diary.
Yeah. I mean, that's
supposed to emulate this guy. No, I'll say it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. The man who's my hero is my dad. He rubbed two nickels together so that I can eat. He will go hungry so that I can eat. That's a man of integrity. That's a man who I strive to be. And he is still working today. My dad has never asked anything of anybody. All he's done is work. That's who I strive to be. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. And with that said, let's get this over.
Let's go on to the next segment. Let's switch it up and get some lighthearted content with our AM/PM game show.
Welcome to the AM/PM game show, where Pablo and Anesto Morado attempt to determine what is going on in a video found online. Using only their ears and their third eye, the host will make a guess on what is going on. If the host gets guesses correctly, they receive $20,000 of a fiat currency that no longer exists. So what do you say, folks? Shall we play a game?
Radio is theater of the mind. Radio is theater of the mind. But radio is theater of the mind. It's imagination. It's imagination. Radio is theater of the mind.
Yes, yes, yes. You have reached the AM/PM show, where we play a clip, and you got to discern what's going on this clip.
God on God, respectfully.
What the hell?
Can you hear it?
Yeah, that's the
Oh, because I was playing something myself. What, you muted me?
No.
Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I don't have it on. That's why. Okay. All right. So go ahead. You went. You went first. So
What's going on in this clip?
That shit look bussin' on God, respectfully. Oh, yeah, that shit Sheesh, that shit look.
I know you hate it when I say this, but this is your wheelhouse.
All right, let's just play it again.
This is right up your wheelhouse right here.
Bussin' on God, respectfully. Oh, yeah, that's the
I don't know what is it, eating like a sandwich or something?
You're warm.
I guess this is a guy eating a disgusting sandwich.
Well, remember, it's your wheelhouse. It's right within your. It's one of your favorite things in the whole wide world.
He's eating a hot dog.
Is that
a guy eating a hot dog.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Is there anything like outside of him? Let's say he's eating a hot dog. He's just eating it normally, or
he's eating multiple hot dogs, maybe, or he's eating a nasty hot dog. I don't know, but he's eating something between a bun. I know that much.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to play this on screen here.
That shit look bussin' on God, respectfully. Oh, yeah, that shit Sheesh, that what people do to go viral. This is for people that are listening to our legacy feed.
Uh-huh.
Shit look bussin' on this is a dude. He puts ketchup on a hot dog, dips it in a bucket of mustard, a bucket of ketchup, a bucket of chili and beans.
It looks like relish.
Oh, that's relish? I thought it was. Go back.
Hold on, I have to.
It probably is relish. That makes sense. Thought it was chili.
So
that shit look
he's playing around with the hot dog. He puts some ketchup on there.
He dips it in a thing of mustard.
But like for those that are just listening, it's not that he dips it.
It's a bucket.
He takes a bucket and he dips his entire hand in there. Yeah,
with the hot dog, and then the same thing with the ketchup. Oh, it is relish. And then he's got ketchup and mustard all over his face, and he eats. Oh yeah, that shit. Man, that kind of like staring me away from eating hot dogs.
Well, I'll give you.
All right, so now it's my turn.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see, because I lost the Trello. There we go. Put on the mic.
Lick and seal, lick and seal, lick and seal. Oh! 3, 2, 1, go! Lick and seal, lick and seal, lick and seal. Oh! 3, 2, 1, go!
Now this is right down your wheelhouse.
All right, one more time.
This is your favorite thing in the world.
Lick and seal, lick and seal, lick and seal. Oh! 3, 2, 1, go! Lick and seal, lick and seal, lick and seal. Oh! 3.
I'll give you a hint. It's a new sport.
A new sport.
And it's right in your wheelhouse because you love this shit. You love it. You love that as much as I like hot dogs.
Okay, so it's a sport.
Yeah, let me play it again. This is live. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go! Lick and seal, lick and seal, lick and seal. Oh! 3, 2, 1, go! Lick and seal, lick and seal, lick and seal. Oh! 3, 2, 1, go!
So I'm gathering that it's like some kind of parkour event or something like that. Like
gave you the clue. You love this more than water.
I love this more than water.
The same love I have for hot dogs,
I have for
this sport.
For the sport. So it
Yeah.
must be what, MMA?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer. It must be some kind of.
All right, so we go to the Trello. Right? Let me get back. And look for rolling.
Okay. Let's see. Rolling. Here we go, folks. And remember, don't forget that if you make a guess and type in a comment and you get it correct, you get a free gift from one of us. So if you want a Paramid bottle of your own, Paramid water bottle of your own, feel free to make a guess. If you
Make a guess, folks. The Paramid bottle is yours.
That's right.
It's our booby prize.
So let's see here. Hold on. I'm looking for...
All the way at the bottom. Rolling.
Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Huh? Oh, video isn't available anymore?
What's going on with you? What, are you not logged in?
I am logged in. Let me see.
It's the second video that you can't watch.
It says the video link may be broken or the video may have been removed.
No, I'm looking at it as I...
So share your screen. You know how to share your screen?
Where do I go to settings?
No, you see where it says present?
Yeah.
Click on it, and it's going to say share screen. You see that?
Share screen. Okay. Share screen. Okay. Let's see.
And then click on the part on the screen that's showing the video. Or the window. And folks, thank you so much for joining us. There's so many people looking and watching us. We are appreciative of all our fans. And as Anesto Morado is doing that, you found it?
Hold on, because I was looking for something. Let me see. Yep, I got it.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Make it bigger so that we can see.
We can see you, we can see you. We can see you. Oh! 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay.
We can see you, we can see you. We can see you. Oh! 3, 2, 1, go!
The joint rolling comment.
We can see you, we can see you.
Right in my
We can see you. Oh!
You got me there. Man, I was totally off. Well, speaking of competitions, you had me thinking of this. I saw this in a what do you call it? Instagram reel, and the caption I saw is people would bet on anything. Check out this sport here. Let me see. Present this really quickly. Check out this sport here. I don't know if you've seen this. This is the World Championship.
They'll use continuous copper piping to bend and install the suction line and the liquid line to the furnace and AC condenser. Then they will install the condensate trap and drain, reinstall the air cleaner media filters to their correct slots, and finally install the furnace and air cleaner covers. Competitors will have only 1 hour to complete this monumental challenge. They will be judged on workmanship, proper tool usage, and safety.
We're almost ready to go down on the floor, so we'll send it to the third member of our team, Chip Wade. He's got our Get in the Zone, AutoZone report.
Are we that
Thanks,
hungry
guys.
for,
yes, all the competitors
for
just
content?
reached their stations. They've been reviewing their schematics, coming up
This
with
is
their
the
strategies and getting their
HVAC,
entire
the
workstation
HVAC
organized.
World
They've
Championship.
got a lot of work to do in a short period of time for this final competition, and everything rides on their performance this round. Back to you.
Chip, thank you. Scott, you look at the intensity on some of these competitors' faces. What's running through their mind here before we say go?
They're in a zone, Joel. Right now, they're focusing on just what's on the cart, what they have to do. They're replaying it in their head. They're on it right now.
All right, well, that time has finally come to get this competition started. Let's send it back down
Look
to
at the
Chip
tense.
on the floor.
Look how tense.
Have you heard of this sport before?
No. Look at his tool bills right above his butt crack.
Final competition. Please find your tablets and let's let the games begin in 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Scott, we are officially underway. If you're in this competition, what do you tackle first?
I want to see what I have on my cart for tools. I want to see what the layout is, and I want to see what I have to do. Once I pick a plan, I'm going to stick to it.
You can see the big boxes. Inside is the...
Now, could you imagine being the commentator for this?
He must be like, what did I do in a past life to have this punishment?
Oh, man. The HVAC World Competition.
Unreal. All right, let's get to the next
Yes. Okay,
We're running. We only have half hour. Gee
right.
whiz.
All right, so here we go. Next one. So, all right. What is going on in this clip? I'm going to play this here for you. Hold on. Let's just let it load. Okay, here we go.
何をするか教えていただけない？静かに。あ、おい。
I bet you this is one of these sleeping pranks. It's a sleeping prank.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's
You want to hear it one more time?
All right, put it on one more time.
All right, listen to it. Use that remote viewing.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's a sleeping prank. One of these pranks where the guy is sleeping, they put a hot dog in his zipper, and then when he wakes up, they cut it with the pair of scissors.
All right, is that your final answer?
Yeah, sleeping prank.
All right, here we go. What is going on in this clip, folks? All right.
何をするか教えていただけない？静かに。
What the hell? Boy, was I off.
Oh, wait.
This is
for those that
going on in Korea.
For those that are, I think this is Japan.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
For those that are just listening, what is going on in this clip?
Well, it's like a game show or like some kind of like show. This guy brings over a chocolate fountain, takes off a guy's shoe and sock, and then dips the guy's feet in chocolate from the chocolate fountain, and then proceeds to suck on his toes while the guy is screaming.
Now, who's being pranked? The guy getting his toe sucked or the guy sucking the toe? I think the prank is on the guy sucking the toe. I mean, that's who wants to do that? I mean, for a prank?
Boy, this world, Lord, forgive us for we don't know what we do.
So I'm going to have to give you a...
Yes, sir, Bob, because I got definitely, I was not even in the vicinity with that one.
All right, so
You ready
have one
for
more?
yours?
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, what's going on here? Oh, you cut my channel off?
Oh, sorry. All right, go for it.
All right, so what's going on?
It's a great question. Well, it sounds like at first I envisioned the belt, but now it seems like something is flopping on. Something is clapping. One more time. Okay, I think I got it. I think it's somebody is doing construction and he hits himself with with a hammer.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
All right, so if you go to the Trello, right above rolling is badminton.
Badminton. Okay, let's see what. All right, let's see what this is about. Here we go, folks. Well, I was way off. Let's see. My first instinct, I heard slapping, but so for those that are just listening, two women are pretending to play badminton. Every slap you hear is supposedly them hitting the ball against the racket. But the camera pans over, and it's a big black guy slapping his stomach. So I definitely earned myself a... Okay, so now it's time for Are You Going to Hell?
Yes.
And we got to make it quick here. Now, remember... You cannot laugh, right? So this is a segment where you're not supposed to laugh at the videos here.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Don't laugh. All right, here we go. Oh, hold on.
Putol mental mo, di makakapaminay. Putol mental mo, di makakapaminay.
Dad came home from an office party. Oh.
Oh, damn. I got
man.
myself with that one.
Hold on, let me get the sound bite.
Oh, man. I got another one. Do you got one?
Yes, I do.
All right.
The elevator is going down.
Yes, we failed that one. All right, you ready for mine?
Yeah.
All right, let me get this back going up. Are you going to hell? Okay.
The day after, or this is your son?
Keisha, what the?
Okay, it's you want play it for me.
Which one?
This is your son.
All right, we can't laugh here.
Keisha, what the fuck you doing here?
What it look like? I came to bring you your son. Little stutter, say something. You show? Yeah. Hey, daddy.
This some bullshit. Keisha, what the fuck you doing here?
What it look like? I came to bring you your son. Little stutter, say something. You show? Yeah. Hey, daddy.
This some bullshit.
Little stutterer.
You
man.
got yourself with that one.
Oh man, I'm welcome to his chambers today.
Welcome to my chambers.
And I got one bonus one. I think you're really gonna like this one.
All right.
All right, here we go. Where's my show? Okay, here we go. Now you can't laugh.
Okay, I'm gonna do the best of my ability.
All right, here we go.
Simon Biles, el compa has been training his whole life for the guacamole games, bro, the Paisa Olympics. Y el vato se saca la daga, güey. He is the 3 Fs, flawless, fantastic, and fabuloso. And I'm not talking about the cleaning supply. Look how graceful this dude is, bro. He's trying to make it into America. This is harder than the citizenship test, bro, but he's crushing it, bro. Se saca la daga el compa, those tires in the back. That's where he puts his balls, bro. You don't like whistle, now he's sliding that slide like he slides into your tortillas DMs. This is vatos mi héroe, güey. This is the greatest athletic achievement I've seen in my life. Look at that. ¿Qué onda, Simon Biles? El compa has been...
Oh, you didn't
Yo,
laugh.
this dude is he is flexible. I give him that.
Yeah, he's got some skill there.
I like that.
All right. So I think you got one more, or should we move along here?
One more, and you can't laugh.
All right.
The day after.
Okay, so let's see here. All right.
I advise you guys when you go out drinking, be careful what you do.
Here we go.
What is Jesus? Excuse, ma'am, can you look at me? No, man, don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Wait.
So what did... Hey, excuse me, ma'am. What is Jesus? Excuse, ma'am, can you look at me? No, man, don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Wait.
All right, you did good. You did good.
Damn,
Just be careful when you drink.
Damn, that's rough.
Imagine waking up to that.
That's rough. But with that, it concludes our AM PM to my chambers game.
Welcome to the AM PM game show where Pablo and Anesto Morado attempt to determine what is going on in a video found online. Using only their ears and their third eye, the host will make a guess on what is going on. If the host gets guesses correctly, they receive $20,000 of a fiat currency that no longer exists. So what do you say, folks? Shall we play a game?
So now I have
just a quick reminder for people that are just tuning in. This show, we have fallen off a little bit because of our late starts, technical difficulties. We appreciate all of our Verdugos. We appreciate all of our Bobolongos. We do not appreciate the Wellipoos, excuse me. Wellipoos are the people that just tune in and out and criticize. Bobolongos, they stick around, they see the content, but then they leave. Verdugos stick around for the whole show and provide content and actually provide monetary and intellectual content for the show.
And there's a lot of people that joined us today. So we appreciate all those that join on Instagram, on Twitch, on Facebook. Right now, if we go on our Instagram, just really quickly, we are growing consistently. And we're right now, what do you think our follower count is right now?
I believe the last I saw was like in the 1800s.
That's right. So it's 1,831. So we are trucking along here, and of course we follow no one to keep the algorithms honest. So it's been an interesting journey, and we're only 2 years in, and slowly but surely we're gonna start seeing a lot more followers start pulling in. And
if you ask a Democrat what the fuck they President Joe Biden and they Vice President Kamala Harris did, they gonna say, you need to do your research. You need to do your research.
Let's see. That's part of the of our TikTok. If you go to _Paramid, you'll get our TikTok page. And we're at 6,395 followers
on TikTok.
So
we're moving along.
So let's continue to chug along.
All right.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Again, to all mad shout outs to all our Verdugos and Bobolongos, and I'll play them some fanfare. This is what you get every time. There you go.
Yes.
That's for you Verdugos and Bobolongos out there. Thank you for tuning in to the Paramid Podcast. So chugging right along, what else you got for us, Mr. Pablo?
So now it's time for our Conspiracies segment.
Welcome to the Conspiracy segment here on the Paramid Podcast, where we challenge the narratives, question the unexplained, and shine a light on the hidden truths. Together, we'll dive into the theories that the mainstream dismisses. Everything from secret societies and shadow governments to mysterious disappearances. So keep an eye on the watchers with us, because in the conspiracy segment, nothing is as it seems.
The conspiracy segment, folks. And in this segment, I got a report from a reporter we haven't heard from in a while because he's no longer posting with Alex Jones, but he's still posting. Greg Reese is not with Alex Jones no more? He's not posting on Band.video no more. He's pulled off. Why? I believe because of the litigations and the things that could, any potential of them snagging InfoWars. Maybe he was a little worried about it. I'm not sure, but he's still. And he's not on X with AJ. On the AJ network. I don't see. Maybe he still puts up his work there. Maybe they still work together, but him posting on Band.video, he hasn't done that in over a month. Interesting. But okay. he's still been posting. So he got a new video out here. And where do you catch his post at? Rumble. Oh, he's on Rumble. He's on Rumble, yeah. Okay. So check it out. His name is Greg Reese. He's got some interesting reports, and let's watch an interesting report by Greg Reese today. So I'm going to share my screen here, folks, and it's about AI. Here we go.
At his very first press conference, President Trump announced plans for an AI healthcare system that can cure cancer. Artificial intelligence will create a gene sequence from everyone's blood sample and determine what kind of cancer you will die from in the future without their vaccine.
Could you just say one word? I hear so many positive things about what it's going to do for medical research and for solving things, cancer and all the different problems. How will AI help us with the fight against the various problems, diseases, etc.?
These guys can maybe share more about some of the work they're doing there. I think they'll jointly be some of the leaders about driving progress here. But I believe that as this technology progresses, we will see diseases get cured at an unprecedented rate.
One of the most exciting things we're working on, again, using the tools that Sam and Masa are providing, is a cancer vaccine. It's very interesting. It turns out, I'll be quick, all of our cancers, cancer tumors, little fragments of those tumors float around in your blood. So you can do early cancer detection. If you can do using AI, you can do early cancer detection with a blood test. And using AI to look at the blood test, you can find the cancers that are actually seriously threatening the person. So we can, again, cancer diagnosis using AI has the promise of just being a simple blood test. Then beyond that, once we gene sequence that cancer tumor, you can then vaccinate the person, design a vaccine for every individual person to vaccinate them against that cancer.
And it will only take 48 hours to make your custom vaccine. So the idea of safety trials doesn't even exist anymore.
And you can make that vaccine, that mRNA vaccine, you can make that robotically, again, using AI in about 48 hours. So imagine early cancer detection, the development of a cancer vaccine for your particular cancer aimed at you, and have that vaccine available in 48 hours. This is the promise of AI and the promise of the future.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, just 1 second. We'll finish up. But these are highly respected guys. I was shocked with Larry because I don't even think Larry does this stuff. You did a very good job for a guy that doesn't do it much, right? But he's so respected, and the group, and it's really an honor. But For Larry to be here and do this is very unusual because he doesn't do this stuff. He doesn't need it. He does, and you don't need it, do you? Huh? You don't need it. But I think it's an honor to the country. It's a great honor that this group, these are the top people, that they're going to do it, and they're going to do it here, and we're going to make it as easy as it can be.
Larry Ellison is the founder of Oracle, who is already building 10 data centers in Texas to revolutionize the healthcare industry with 48-hour AI vaccines and to keep the peace through mass surveillance and drones.
During a recent Oracle Q&A, Ellison said AI will soon play a major role in monitoring society through a vast network of interconnected cameras, including security systems, police body cams, and vehicle dash cams.
Everyone would see it. Your body cams will be transmitting that. The police will be on their best behavior, because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
Ellison's vision is for AI to analyze data from this network of cameras in real time in an attempt to prevent crime while also tracking and influencing public behavior for a safer society.
We have drones. If there's something going on in a shopping center, and I'll stop, a drone goes out there, get there way faster than a police car. There's no reason for, by the way, high-speed chases. You shouldn't have high-speed chases between cars. You just have a drone follow the car. I mean, it's very, very simple.
Trump has been advocating for this since 2016.
The biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
Meanwhile, the President of the United States is making billions on his meme coin.
Where is it today?
You made a lot of money, sir.
How much?
Several $1 billion, it seems like, in the last several days.
Several billion? That's peanuts for these guys.
Greg Reese reporting.
So what do you think of this report?
Yeah, I was listening to that over the week, listening to how they're going to use AI to cure cancer. But to me, it's like, it only makes sense, because I believe, we're already getting the first prototypes of quantum computing.
Mm-hmm.
So this quantum computing, if quantum computing gets together with AI, a lot of things are going to get solved.
Well, the thing to be weary of is as much as we use AI in our day-to-day on this podcast. We use it very often to look up, articles, news stories, understand things.
I mean, didn't you use AI for our labels for Paramid?
Combination of AI and other things.
So even in your leisure, people are using AI to write articles. People are using AI in artwork.
Mm-hmm.
People are using AI to do their dissertations. People are doing AI. Even kids are doing homework off of AI.
Right.
So,
but here's
AI is huge. But it comes with a caveat.
Yes.
And then you're using AI not only to, as for that article, to cure cancers, but at the same time you're using AI with drones and camera to just take away your privacy.
Yeah, so the same guy, Larry Ellison, also.
And just before you continue, I've noticed that the public is not dumb. The public is they're hip in the AI business.
Okay.
And they're hip that Big Brother is watching.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
Because for the past week, as for people that don't know, I do ride share, and this is how I eat. This is how I make a living. I have found 3 phones, right? And I noticed an anomaly with all 3 phones from 3 different people. They put tape over the camera, front and back, and they put tape on the microphone.
Interesting.
So I looked at the phone and I see that there's one belonged to a girl. She has tape on the camera facing the user. She blocked out the back where the camera is in the back. And then I saw tape over the microphone. I was like, okay, this woman is not trusting her telephone provider.
Right.
But then I found another one. Same thing. Like 2 days later. And then I should have brought it down. I found 2 iPhones and I found a Motorola. And again, tape over the cameras and tape over the microphones.
Interesting.
But it makes sense because Apple lost $1 billion lawsuit, and Apple had to admit that, yes, we were listening.
So that's the thing that I'm a little bit weary of with this whole AI bit. And check out what Larry Ellison has to say about the future of AI. Check this out.
On their best behavior, because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. And it's unimpeachable. The cars have cameras on them. I think we have a squad car here someplace. But those kind of applications using AI, if we can use AI, and we're using AI to monitor the video. So if that altercation that occurred in Memphis, the chief of police would be immediately notified. It's not people that are looking at those cameras, it's AI that's looking at the camera. No, you can't do this. It would be like a shooting. That's going to be an event that's immediately, an alarm's going to go off, it's going to be, and we're going to have supervision. In other words, every police officer is going to be supervised at all times. And the supervision will, and if there's a problem,
right there.
AI will report the.
So, supervision at all times for police officers, but not just police officers. He expands this concept to
citizens.
He wants everyone to have this. And here's another clip of him explaining this. Here we go.
Our body cameras cost $70. Normal body camera costs, I don't know, $7,000. Our body cameras are simply lenses, two lenses attached to your vest, attached to the smartphone that you're wearing. And we actually take the video that the police officer is, by the way, and the camera's always on. You don't turn it on and off. And by the way you turn it on, you can't turn it on. I'm going to the bathroom. Oracle, I need 2 minutes to take a bathroom break, and we'll turn it off. The truth is, we don't really turn it off. What we do is we record it so no one can see it, but no one can get into that recording without a court order. So you get the privacy
So you're going to be
requested.
recording them taking a shit?
Well, listen.
But a court order, if you get a court order, we will, judge, can order, I want to look at that, this so-called bathroom break. If there's something comes up, And plus, I'm going to lunch with my friends. Oracle, I need an hour for privacy with lunch with my friends. God bless. We won't listen in unless there's a court order. But it's interesting. But we transmit the video back to headquarters. So headquarters and AI is constantly monitoring the video.
Okay, so the camera is always on.
Yeah, so the camera is always on.
Now this is for he's talking about the cops.
He's talking about cops, but he wants citizens to have this as well.
But how are they gonna enforce that? Like, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm taking this camera off of me.
Well, I don't know, but check this out.
Another citizen in Memphis. Well, that can't happen because it would be on TV at headquarters. Everyone would see it. Your body cams will be transmitting that. The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. And it's unimpeachable. The cars have cameras on them. I think we have a squad car here someplace. But those kind of applications using AI, if we can use AI, and we're using AI to monitor the video.
Citizens will be on their best behavior because we.
So, yeah, I mean, what do you think of what Larry Ellison's view of maybe, so far it's only looks like it's a concept for police body cams, but
for police and body cams, I can accept it because it's needed, for safety for the cops, safety for its citizens. Now, if he thinks he's gonna have everyone wearing a body cam, I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen.
Well, maybe not that, but maybe having our phones, because what he says is all it is a lens that connects to your phone. So maybe if they partner up with Apple or whoever.
Well, Apple was already doing it.
That you basically are being watched 24/7.
So, folks, if you guys don't want them see you taking a dump in the bathroom, don't take your phone with you. Or, from what I've noticed, from the 3 phones I found in my vehicle, put tape over the camera.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would be the only
and
way.
over the mic, because it was so surreal. I was like, okay, somebody left, because I have a charger in the back. So people, they plug it in.
And they forget
it. The first one I saw, I was like, oh, this is weird. He had this was a guy's phone. He had this, you see that tape where I blocked off that little door on the bottom? That silver tape there?
Yeah.
Behind you? He had that silver tape on it.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, he's using pipe or what do you call it?
Vent tape.
Vent tape, yeah. So
Duct
he had like a vent duct tape over the cameras and on the microphone. I was like, okay, this guy's a little suspect. What is he doing? But then I found another phone a couple of days later. This one belonged to a girl. She had masking tape over both cameras and over the mic. And then finally, just a couple of days ago, I found the first 2 were iPhones, but I found a Razr, a Motorola Razr. I think it's called a Razr, or it looks like a smartphone, but it's Motorola. He also had tape over the cameras and over the microphone. So I'm thinking to myself, do they know something that I don't? Because I don't do that with my phones. Maybe we should start doing it.
Well,
and
a lot of people are realizing, even with the Alexa, that they're recording 24/7.
And Google, Apple loses well, how would I say? Apple loses class action suit. Type it in.
Okay.
I believe they lost. They lost because they admitted that they were listening in.
It says here what to know. Apple agreed to pay $95 million to settle a class action claiming its voice-activated Siri assistant violated users' privacy by recording conversations. Yeah.
There you go.
So, I mean, theoretically, you have to, because if you're programming it to listen for any time it says "Hey," anytime you say "Hey Siri," it's got to be listening in, right?
Right, but it's funny you say, honey, do we still have Bounty?
And it's still listening in.
It listens in, and then you go on your phone. You got a commercial for Bounty.
Yeah.
So they're using your conversations
against you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, AI is growing, and it's gonna be ubiquitous. It's already in the phones, and Donald Trump is behind this push. Now, here's the thing. If Donald Trump creates a police state where there's all this AI involved, if like he opens the door and floods the gates with
the door
AI.
is open already.
Yeah, but remember, Elon Musk, one of his biggest worries is AI and it being unchecked and unregulated.
Well, they're
Because-
going this whole thing with AI, door has been open. What now remains to be seen is how you regulate it. Because that's also, you regulate AI, but then that's gonna bleed over, to what we do, podcasting, social media, to the point that they're gonna want to censor certain things, and it's a very slippery slope. And now you don't need a physical entity to be listening in. Now AI just listens in, and whatever it's not accepted, boom, it gets bumped off. So to me, this, and then, couple that with these pardons that Biden have done. I mean, you could also tap that in to AI, and once it goes live with quantum computing, you're gonna have Minority Report.
Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna be able to predict that. Oh, based on this AI,
right? So if
you're already
if you're even
guilty.
thinking about, if you're having not so good thoughts, ball is gonna drop, clink clink, and before you know it, fucking people are bashing in through your home, and now you're being arrested for a crime that you haven't committed yet.
Right.
But guess what?
You're pardoned.
I'm pre-pardoned. Can't get me, Minority Report.
Oh man! So
the clerics cannot get me.
So, are you for the AI, or how do you feel about this? I mean, I think this is like on the verge of Skynet. Yeah, I mean, all the movies have warned about this.
Let me tell
and
you,
nobody's
I
saying,
would be
"Whoa, pump the brakes."
I would be a hypocrite if I told you that I'm not fascinated by AI. I am fascinated by it and its capabilities. You know, if AI coupled with, quantum computing can solve cancer, I'm for it. But at the same time, if AI is going to eliminate my privacy, and I feel like it's an invasion on my free speech, then I have a problem with it. So I'm like torn. You know, I love what it can provide as far as AI, because I imagine a world where AI could be like your virtual assistant. You know, organizing your files, organizing everything for you. You wake up in the morning. How you doing, Mr. Morado? Be aware that, your cable and your energy bill is due today. Would you like me to pay that for you? You have $900 in your checking account. Yes, Mr. Jeeves. Can you please tell me how much is the EverSource bill? Yes, sir. Your EverSource bill right now is at $400. Would you like for me to pay that? Go ahead.
Well,
there's a convenience factor to it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, that's how they sell it, but
then on the other side,
you're giving it access to all that other stuff.
On the other side, now you're with your girl, you're with your wife, and you're sharing some type of intimacy, being at a intimate dinner or at your home, and now you gotta be cognizant of, are these motherfuckers listening to me?
Oh yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword. I don't know how to place it. If I can undo it, if I could have nipped it at the bud, I would have. But it's like, these pictures that looks like a skull, but then you look at it and it's two people having coffee. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it.
Right.
That's the way I feel with AI. You've opened that door. Now that's gonna, it's in here. Like, it can be done. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think when I think of Elon Musk, I think he might be one of the prime targets for John Connor. I think, because Elon Musk was the one that basically created OpenAI and funded for them to be, and the AI that they are today. He was one of the original people.
He's one of the pioneers of it,
Right. And then he knows how dangerous it is.
When he has warned of the dangers.
Right. I mean, Elon Musk knows how dangerous it is, but yet he's still pushing for it. And right now, with this whole, what's his other Neuralink, I'm hearing that he has a successful patient that is being able to do things at a level where it's beyond. So I think it's like video games where people are able to play in a level that he is way above, because he doesn't have to use any of his appendages. He could just
use his mind.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think this is the early stages of the Terminator.
Yeah, we could be at the very beginnings, at the genesis of Skynet. I could see that. I
Yeah.
can see that very well.
I mean, this is what it feels like. It feels like Elon Musk is this guy. Let me see if I can find
And it's
the
funny
scene.
because I just saw a series called Silo. Have you familiar with Silo?
No. Silo.
It's a very interesting concept in this series called Silo. And
On
for
Apple TV?
On Apple TV. And for people that are watching and you haven't seen the series, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of what it is.
Okay.
But Silo, it's a tale, a dystopian tale of where humanity might end up. And we've seen it. We've seen Road Warrior. We've seen Running Man. We've seen Beyond Thunderdome.
Escape from LA, Escape from New York.
Right, where we have destroyed our Mother Earth. Right? So Silo is a tale where humans now have relegated to living within silos underground. Right? And all you have as a image of what it is, what's going on outside, is these windows, these images that are being projected from a camera that's placed outside. So
sounds like The Island. That movie, The Island.
Very similar to it. But people, it's been 300 some odd years since people moved into these silos. People have been born and have died within these silos for centuries.
Okay.
So what happens with when you're living in such confines is that you have rebellion. People on the top are the ones controlling the people on the bottom. So from time to time, they have rebellions. And because people want to go outside, they do not believe that the outside is as bad as the people up top are telling you. Because they're saying the people up top are lying to us. Outside is actually beautiful and livable, but they just are not telling me. Now, what brings this on? What brings this on is that they've outlawed what is called relics. Anything linking humans to a time when they were outside is deemed illegal. Books are illegal. Like old records are illegal. Old toys are illegal. Anything that was invented before the silo is considered a relic. So how rebellion starts in the various rebellion over the silo's existence is you have free will in the silo.
Okay.
And if you say, like, there's a phrase that if you say it, you cannot undo it. And that is, I want to go out. If you say I want to go out, then there's no coming back from it. They put on a suit on you, and you want to go out, you go out. They call that a clean. Now, what do they mean by a clean? Which means when they put on this uniform or this suit, which is supposed to protect you for whatever is going on outside, right? They give you a little woolen cloth, right? And you're supposed to go out there and clean the lens that's been dirtied over time because the camera is outside.
Okay.
So when you say I want to go out, you go out, and since you're outside already,
You're cleaning the lens.
you clean the lens as a courtesy.
Mm.
But then you watch as they clean the lens. The person takes a couple of steps and they die. So it's a very interesting series because of its subliminals. Now, what do I mean by subliminals? The, first of all, the inhabitants of the silo, they reach a point where they don't know who's telling the truth anymore. Because they gotta abide by what is akin to a Bible, and they call it a pact. Right? So they don't know if the guys up top are telling you the truth anymore. Then they find out, well, wait a minute, they're not telling us the truth. Which then makes them speculate, but wait a minute, are we trapped in here? But wait a minute, maybe we can go outside. But wait a minute. Why do we have to have permission from which is called the governor or the mayor, because the guy really high up top is the head of IT.
Okay.
Why do I need his permission to procreate and have a kid? So there's a lot of things, and it's kind of relevant today when you got, like we started in the beginning of the show, scumbags like Biden saying, I'm not going to pardon him, and then he does. And then another big thing that has happened over the course of the first 100 years, the first 100 days of Donald Trump's tenure as president, he released he signed as a part of an executive order and released to the release of classified documents to the JFK assassination, to the Robert F. Kennedy assassination, and to the Martin Luther King assassination.
Yeah.
So, akin to the movie, is like, okay, they released this, but how much can you believe that? How much has been redacted? So it just had a profound effect this series Silo, because they hit all the little bullet points of dystopia. And of course, if you look outside, when they show you the vision of what is outside, we obviously see that the outside was destroyed by some nuclear catastrophe. So, and I believe that this is the way it is now. And for people that are interested in the show, it's on Apple Plus, and hang in there to the end of the second season, because there's a twist you won't believe. And I just heard that Silo was approved for 2 more seasons. Hopefully they end it there and they don't go through The
Walking Dead is doing.
Yeah. So again, it's interesting because I think predictive programming is something big.
It may be a bunch of
files
rocks, but
relating
really
to the assassinations of President
possibility of life. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
I wanted to get into the toe.
Yeah, but we're running out of time.
And also, I'm really thinking about doing this forum. So we will unpack the toe at a later date.
So CNN, Final Secret Files are coming out
on the murders that shattered the 60s, what we may learn on JFK, MLK, and RFK. What we may learn is that what we thought of and what we knew the whole time. The government was involved, and it was the CIA. And Well, they do left you clues. Do you think the powers that be, if that is true, there's always that if factor. If that is true, would the CIA, the FBI, our own government, shoot themselves in the foot by letting that information come out unredacted? I don't know. That's a great question. I think they might. It's not going to be unredacted, I don't think. I think it's going to be redacted. But I think you're going to be able to piece together the puzzles. I think everybody else knows that, for the most part. I believe it's going to be redacted, but when some documents that are unclassified, they're so redacted, it's like, what are you releasing? Right. Sometimes there's the whole damn page. Right. Right. So if that's what Donald Trump is releasing, why even do it? Right. But again, Donald Trump is coming through with his campaign promises. And he did promise he was going to release the JFK files. But Mr. Trump, I haven't heard not a peep come out of you about the drone situation, which he promised that on day one he was going to tell us what the drone situation was. My fascination with Haim Eshed, And also, he said that once he became president, he was going to shed light on this whole UFO thing. So we're waiting. We're waiting, Mr. Trump. We are waiting. Don't take too long. And with that, I think it's time for our final segment.
Turn off the light. Take a deep breath and
I'd like
relax.
to finish with ohms. This is not a cult or a religion. It's just ohms, okay? We're going to relax our breath. This is a meditation pose, lotus pose, whatever you want to call it. Don't be afraid of your own voice. You're in your house, make some sound, no one cares. You're basically massaging the central nervous system, which, trust me, needs massaging.
Well, folks, we have a condensed version of the Paramid podcast today. We had a lot to discuss. But it looks like, we're trying to keep this under 3 hours. But again, we had technical difficulties last week, which is why if you go to YouTube, is why it's only a 45-minute cast. But I appreciate you for tuning in. For those who tuned in, appreciate all my Bobolongos and my Verdugos. If you're a first timer, that will give you the title of Bobolongo. But if you provide content, then you will move up to Verdugo. But for the first timers, we end every show with an Om to cleanse our body, our soul, our consciousness of all toxicity, which is prevalent and abundant in this complicated world that we live in. So we do an ultimate Om to cleanse our mind, our consciousness, and evoke positive energy, positive frequency, love, and happiness. And I would implore people, we were gonna discuss the toe which is a Joe Rogan interview with this man, Thomas, what's his name? Thomas what?
Campbell.
Thomas Campbell, who says that could we be living in virtual reality? But he said he brought up some very interesting points and the importance of meditation. It's hard to do, but I think is very healthy to remove all this toxic energy that we're surrounded, all these bad conversations and all these things we get on social media and on the television and in the radio. I think is a good reset for us to live happier lives. So here on the Paramid podcast, we evoke the positivity, light energy, positive frequency through the ultimate Om, but we always start with a small prayer. And this is how the prayer goes. So let's bow our heads. Holy Father, fill me with your divine light and overflowing positivity. Grant me the strength to radiate love and joy in all that I do. Guide me to attract positive energy and repel any negativity. May your presence uplift my spirit and bring hope to those around me. Amen.
Amen.
So we take a deep breath. And we exhale, releasing all that toxicity, all that toxic stuff that we accumulate over the week, and evoke positivity, evoke love, evoke family, togetherness, love for humanity, and peace. Folks, thank you for tuning in to the Paramid Podcast. Do not forget to go to our YouTube page and like and subscribe at the Paramid Podcast Live. Also, don't forget to visit us at paramid.store and visit our supplement page where we have fantastic gummies available now. We also have
and get 3 for less than the price of 2 by typing in promo code Paramid Podcast. That's Paramid Podcast, and you'll get 3 bottles for the price of 2,
and a free sport bottle to boot.
That's right.
So for all your supplement needs, please visit the Paramid.store the Paramid store. We also have shakes and powders to provide you with the nutrients to live a healthy and active lifestyle. So by purchasing anything off this site, not only do you help yourself, but you help us as well. So it's value
for value
transaction. It's a win-win situation. And besides that, we shall be here next Saturday. Hopefully we'll be here longer. We will be here earlier and with more interesting stories. I promised you guys that 2025 was going to be more focused on the whole UFO, UAP, paranormal alien phenomena, and we're working towards that. Have a wonderful week, folks, And remember, if the universe is infinite,
then so
are the possibilities. And also that the paranormal is all around us. You just got to look closely.
Have a good night, folks.
People say is a troll.
It's not a troll.
What?
Well, I mean, it's based on like a factual organization, the Bavarian Illuminati. It's like it's a branch of the Freemasons.
Yeah.
And the Masons have all kinds of weird fucking like signals they send to each other to let them know what's going on. Like baseball.
Baseball's a troll.
Well, baseball's not a troll. I'm just saying
It's never an exciting sport, and everyone just thought it was exciting.
Everybody thinks they're playing baseball. They're really just sending Masonic signals.
What were the